All right, when we talk about estimating sums and estimating differences, there are just a couple things that you want to remember. Addition, sum, and differences, subtraction. So we're talking about estimating in an addition problem and estimating in a subtraction problem. Number one rule, when we're talking about estimating, if you have a problem that looks like this, what I want you to do is first you round each problem. An estimate means that you have rounded this, and then added them together. Now listen, sometimes some cute little third graders that I know, they would add this up and then round the sum or the difference at the end. Don't do that. You're trying, when you estimate, you're trying to make numbers easier to add in your brain. So you're going to be adding, you're going to be rounding first, because when you round first, it makes those numbers easier to add. You do want to pay attention what you should be rounding to. A general rule I say with rounding is that you're rounding to the greatest place, or if you have a problem like this, you are rounding to the greatest shared place. So here we rounded to the thousands and the thousands because both numbers are in the thousands. Here, this one's in the thousands, this one's in the hundreds. So here, I would probably choose to round both of them to the hundreds place. Now, sometimes the directions will tell you what place to round to. If the directions tell you specifically to where to round to, then that's where you round to. You do what the words say, because words mean things. But if they don't tell you, then I say go ahead with the greatest shared place. Here, I was going to round to the thousands because both numbers are in the thousands. Here, I would round to the hundreds because this number is in the hundreds, and it shares that value with that one. Does that make sense? So then what you're going to do is you're just going to follow our rounding rules. You know those. So when we have this number, I always like to show my work. So I'm going to underline the place I'm going to round to. I'm going to put a circle because that's the one that I look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, round them down, that's for sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, round them up every time. 3 means round down. I put my down arrow above the part that I underline. And in the magical world of rounding, down means stays the same. So that number rounds to 4,000. Now over here, can do the same thing. This number is going to round to 6,000. So I have my two rounded numbers, and then I add them up, and I get 10,000. So my estimate for this would be 10,000. That's how I estimate a sum. Now, to make sure that that's a good estimate, I always like to make sure and do the actual answer. So I'm going to line up my problem and do it the old-fashioned way. 8 plus 2, 8, 9, 10, 0. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 8 more, 18. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, are these two kind of close to each other? Yeah, they kind of are. So I know that my estimate is probably correct. Make sense?